Now then, welcome back to another episode of Nemsun on the Madlands. Well, I have to be very careful of this ravine thing here. That's not a good place to have my horse. Whew. Yeah, I'm working on the train station. We have a second level defined. We're getting there. And you may spot over there another pair of hands. I've got some slave labour for this episode to help me out to get some stuff done. There's still quite a bit to be done on the outside, but I've decided to start working on the inside and the mechanics to get things started there. Let's take a look at it from another angle as well over here. Pick up tons of chicken eggs, because for some reason spawn is just filled with chickens. Probably because people keep picking up the chicken eggs and just doing that. And just throwing them. Yep, like that. Right, so over here we're working on a main entrance to the Madland Railway. And a side entrance, or is that the side entrance? This is the main entrance. I'm not sure. I think Ego's currently working on the main entrance. We'll call this one the main entrance, and that'll be the side entrance to the. Whoa! Hey Ego. We're working on the side entrance to the arena eventually, and I've done a fair bit more inside. Look, yes. I've put windows in a balcony above the Madland sign and over the side there, and it all symmetrifies in the middle there. And I'm going to put my horse away and show you around a few other bits and pieces. Let's just pop him in here. Behind the sign, behind the scenes, my little workshop area, quite cosy. My bed up there, just tons of stuff that I've been storing up. Literal dirt and sand and odd bits of junk, and I think down here I've got my ton of stone that I've been just putting all of my cobble in the top there, and it's just been floating through and working through. And yeah, all sorts stone bricks and all that we're going to use for the construction of the railway centre itself. And this just sort of like behind the scenes. Got down here where I'm building through is going to be into the underground underneath where all the mechanics of the railway are. So we're working on getting the floor level right, which is where we're up to at the minute. I'm sort of thinking around about this sort of brick height. And we're trying to bring the floor in, and then we can set the stations themselves in afterwards. Probably next episode. We'll probably start setting those up. But there's something else I want to show first, before we do a quick jump away and see things. In here, look. In here. The original site of Nemsun's Hobbit Hole. The original Nemsun's Hobbit Hole heritage site. I've basically just left it. I've destroyed almost everything else about this site, apart from this little bit here that I've encased in glass and just left it there, just to remind me where my first days on the server were. And this place, I think this place looks a bit like it's the toilets, because it's got the water in it. I thought it would look like quite a nice little decorative feature at first. Then Ego came along and had a shower in it, and I was thinking it more of a bathroom toilets now. But there you go, that's that. And that's just to make it look nice through the window from the Little Britain, to give us a nice entrance. And the way I'm looking at it is this is the entrance into my house. This is my old house here. That's the entrance hall. And then my little workshop to the side there. And upstairs is my spawn house. Yep, it's quite a big place. The railway station's down there, and my spawn house is up the top here, with nice views over the railway station itself, looking cool, and these great long balconies lined with windows, and my little balcony that views over spawn and has a look over at the arena and the sights that you can see from here. I think it's looking pretty cool. I put dirt because I hadn't decided on what the floor and the ceiling's going to be yet. So I put dirt just to give that feeling, and you just get the impression of how big it's going to be and how it's going to feel to walk down it, and if it's going to be fitting or whether I need to change it. And I haven't decided exactly how to arrange the windows and that on this little bit over here yet, or whether to extend it out a little bit that way at some point to have a bit of an actual room here. I've also got plans for other levels going higher up, but that's for another episode, another day. So let's take a before and after. I'm going to stand here and we're going to show a bit of the before. Ego busy working over there. And those columns, I'm not keeping those columns as they are, but they were just sort of giving me the impression of how columns would look. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. Where did it go? Oh, it nearly got that chicken behind me. Right, so we will be back in a moment for you and maybe an hour for us while we lay a bit of floor down and see where we're up to. Catch you in a bit, guys. Well, it's been a long time. I did say an hour, but it's been long enough to do quite a lot over here. Take a look though, it's looking pretty cool. I'm liking it. There's still plenty of finishing touches to do down there. I mean, there's one step down there that's missing. There's a few bits that I've got to figure out to go across the pillars over here. And Mime is trying to sell me a Silk Touch pick, Efficiency 4 Silk Touch. And it looks like he just got himself another one. I've gone for 5 diamonds for a Silk Touch pick, and he wants to. Well, I said I'll give him cash on delivery, and if he brings it to the train station, then he'll be in this video for a minute, but he'll make 2 minutes. So, wow, he's got plenty of Silk Touch. I want a Silk Touch pick. I don't know why. I just want a Silk Touch pick. I've got this Efficiency 3 Fortune 2 pick at the minute. The Ego gave me Efficiency 3 Fortune 2 and I had an Unbreaking 3. And I've been to the Ender Farm and I've done some combining. And this, look at this. My first diamond helmet. Projectile protect, yeah, that one. Aqua Affinity and Respiration. It was awesome. So I went and grabbed a diamond shovel and got Efficiency 3 on that as well while I was at the Ender Farm. Put Protection and Thorns on the chest plate while I was there as well. And went off to go and get a load more clay. Basically, swam in the ocean for a bit and got enough clay to hopefully get enough bricks together to finish the job. They're all cooking down in the back room at the minute. Well, this is sort of the layout now. This is how we've come up with the idea of laying it out, and it looks fairly swish. The edge there at the end of the platforms, I'm thinking we may put one on here as well on this side to balance it out a bit. And the 4 different station stops, I'll show you this in a sec. The 4 different station shops, the 4 on each side, 8 altogether. So we've got 2 going in that direction, 2 going in that direction, 2 going in that direction, and 2 going in that direction. So these 2 at the back here will come this way. That one and that one will go that way. That one and that one will go that way. And those 2 at the end will go that way. That's the plan. Now, the automation of it is going to be that we're going to have an incoming train platform there. So when you arrive back at the platform, you arrive in this row here. And then the carts automatically get fed back into the 8 dispensers. And I'll go down and I'll show you the 8 dispensers while Mime figures out how to get to the train station. I don't know if he's here yet. I think I'll show you what it does and then quickly make up the materials I need to duplicate it 7 more times. I had to spend the night, last night in fact, at a swamp in order to get slime balls. 11 more slime balls for the sticky pistons. But let's just show you, and then I'll fix up all the crafting and be back again. So, you push one button, and the cart arrives. You get in the cart, push the other button, and pick, the cart departs. Yep. I think, however, I need to remove these these few blocks here in order for you to reach the button from the cart. Yeah, like that. So that one needs to be there, that one can be there, and this one can leave. And I'll put one there as well to block that in. And yep, and I'll put some bricks here. But I'm short on clay. Well, I'm not short on clay anymore. I'm short on bricks for a while. So now we've got the bricks. Now we can get going. Now, all this does is the first button sends this redstone block down. And as it comes back up, it triggers the dispenser to trigger the cart. And the cart then gets pushed along up and onto its final resting place. This powered rail here gets powered by when the block hits the ground. The repeaters delay the signal into the block that powers it, right? And I've used this repeater line for both sides. So when you want to power this main line again over the top here to hedge off, this block comes down and does the same thing but on a shorter burst. So this extra little bit of repeat here just gives the car enough time to get up onto this point, and then when it gets to this point, the power is turned off and all of this line goes dead and it just sits there waiting, like so. Just sits there. So it's just enough to get up that ramp, just enough. And then it's sitting there and the same signal will light all that up and send it back down again. Yeah? And then that would go off to wherever it wants to. I've just got to duplicate that a few times now. So what I'll do is I'll go crafting. Hopefully mine will turn up with my Silk Touch pick so I can pay him. And then I'll be right back to do at least one on camera so you can see how it all works. Right then, so Mime still hasn't been over to collect his diamonds and give me a Silk Touch pick. Apparently he's still grinding at the end somewhere. So, well, I'm just going to get on with it. I don't need the Silk Touch pick for this anyway. Let's start with the buttons. Right, so this is the layout. And I'm going to duplicate. Oh, here he is now. Hey, Mime. Hey. Do you want these? Do you want your diamonds? Trade. Trade now. Come on. Come on, kid. Let's see the wares. Come on. Come on. Show me, show me. Show me. Let's see. Silk Touch Efficiency 4. Very nice, Mime. Very nice. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that's good. I like it. Oldie, get out of my face, you. Right. So we're going to go button there, and then we're going to stick the pistons coming down from the buttons. Okay. And then we switch over to redstone blocks. So we stick the redstone blocks like so. Now the the dispenser. I forgot to make a dispenser. Well, I'll be back with that in a second. Yes. One of them. One of them will lead to the nether. Don't know which one yet, but one of them will. Right, so I will make a dispenser because I forgot completely to make a dispenser, and then I'll be right back. And we'll get rid of company as well. See you later, Mime. Bye. Okay, we're back, and I've got a dispenser. Luckily, I had 4 string. 4 whole string. I'm going to have to go string farming as well. I don't know if there's actually any sort of string farm supply around the Madlands at the minute. I guess I'll just go and kill some spiders if I can't find one. Right, dispenser. Dispenser there. Now, when this button clicks, it only pings once when it comes back. Whereas when I tried this being further down or anywhere else, or fed a redstone signal or direct from the button, it would fire twice. But with this redstone block holding it on, only fires once. So I only get one cart dispensed, which is the right thing to happen. Right, now we've got rails to do here, and then we go out one, and then we've got to start thinking about going up. Let's block this off. We've got to start thinking about going up to, I think, let me just check. Let me just check. Yeah, it comes down 2, and it comes out, and then up the final one, doesn't it? So we come out and around, and then go straight up from there. Yes. And that straight up from there ends up being the onto the platform. So we've got to start using brick blocks for that one, like so. Right. Now, hopefully I've got enough rail here to show you the thing in principle. So this first one here and there, and then it'll go down from there. Okay, and we will put this over here. Now the cart will travel through that gap because the rails are pulling it through. However, the cart won't travel backwards. So when this gets powered again, it will come this way only instead of going that way. Now in this particular case, we're going to take it out that direction. So it's going to come down to the bottom and then turn and go that way. So that is that. And here we're going to have another couple of powered rail to make sure it gets plenty of space to go up. And I just want to put a redstone torch underneath there to keep that constantly powered. So as that goes down, it'll power that lot and fire off, and away we go. So we'll block that back in now. And this one will only get power when we power into this block over here. So let's drop those in for now, and we can also seal that in there. Let's put that in there first. I don't like to leave gaps anywhere because of mob spawning. So that's the first stage. That's that little bit there. The next stage, I'm going to have another look. The next stage is to bring the repeater out from here and around into that block there. And that block there, let me take this and this, powers this block underneath the rails that come down, which powers the whole section. So there's no not gates and no messing about with anything. It's just as pure as you like. So yeah, we're going to take this out here. We're going to take these out now, and I'm going to put a block there, and then this block here is also going to be, and the powered rail that I've got left will go there like that, and the repeaters, I haven't got any repeaters. Why haven't I got repeaters? I thought I was all prepped up and ready when I'd got my slime sorted out to get my pistons, and already I've forgotten that. And there's my repeaters in there. Thank you very much. Right, let's go back over here. It's a good job that little workshop's so close. Right, so repeater-wise, we've got one repeater there, and a repeater coming from there. Simples, and then the redstone goes there. Now that redstone gets lit by that to power that block, and that redstone gets lit by that to power that block, and then it fires off. So we want to just quickly check the timings, because the timings are perfect just to make this stop, and it took me a fair few attempts to get this right. So that one's set to full, that one's set to full, and this one's set to 2. Okay, full and 2. Let's see if I can remember that before I get over here. Yes. Full, 2, and full. Yeah? So that should work perfectly. Let's test it out by putting some minecarts in it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So first one down. And as it comes back up, just enough to get it to the top there. Now if I put it down any longer or anything like that, put those down, you'll see the difference. It's get rid of that. Thank you. It goes through there, but not quite far enough because it's not powered for long enough, or it's not powered at the right time. So it has to be that particular timing. And if you do more than this, so let's make that one 4 as well, it doesn't stop at the top. It carries on going off, you see. Fairly self-explanatory, really, but getting that time in there right took me a little while to figure out. And then from there, that's it. It just goes off, really. That's all there is to it. Let me have a quick munch. So I've got to make this work several times, and this one will come down and then go out that wall here because it's going off in that direction. And I'm not going to bore you with it all. This one will also head out in that direction, but I'll probably do the opposite, so it comes down this way and then out that way. And this one will come down this way and out that way to head off in that direction. These will come down and go across and out that way. This one will come down and go out that way. And again, this one come down and go out that way. And this one come down and go out that way. So there'll be 2 go in that direction, 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 all with this very simple setup. And I'll just put some signs on here to say what the destination is. I've sort of colour-coded them as well, but that's just for personal preference. I'm sure once I've gone through the stage of digging the tunnels out to send them all off in those directions, then people can take over and have the tunnel and lead it where they want. And they can signpost it how they want and even colour code it how they want. But the colour codes at the minute are just there to give me an idea of how it would look with different colours each time. But then there'll be signposts put on. So we'll have signpost down here for the destination set and signpost here for destination arrive, and then there might be something here as a special note, and that will be how people will tell which destination they want to get to as they come into the station from up here, from the arena. They will be fairly clearly laid out, and as they come in from the main entrance, it will come in this way and it will all be fairly clearly laid out. And as they return from wherever, they'll come back in along a track in here, which I'll just remove these planks and set it up, and then they'll exit and be able to go and head on to the next location they want, or just walk, depending on what they want to do. And that, guys, is that for the Madlands today. It's a fairly simple little thing. I'll give you one last look at it in case you want to copy it and do it in your own design. But this is basically it. That is all there is to it. There is nothing more that needs to be done about it. It just literally works fairly straightforward, fairly nice, fairly easy. I like it. It took me a little while to figure out, but there we go. That is the Madland station. Madland-Rail is coming to you. Let's put these back here as well. There we go. So, until next episode, guys, goodbye, have fun, and go watch some other Madland videos. See what they're all up to, because I'm stuck in here and I'm not showing you anything. You see that? That's Ego's, that is. Go and watch Ego's episode 1. He's built something awesome over there. Speaking of Ego, hi Ego. Right, and bye folks. See you next time on the Madlands.